Hello students of class 12. Once again we are back with our biology class. So we have been learning the chapter of principles of inheritance and variation. We have completed few portion in the previous class and today we will continue with the remaining portion. So today we will start from linkage and recombination portion. So linkage and recombination, what is this? We will know in details. T.H. Morgan, he was a scientist. He carried out several dihybrid crosses in Drosophila to study the genes that are sex-linked. What did he observe? He observed that when the two genes in a dihybrid cross are located on the same chromosome, the proportion of the parental gene combination in the progeny was much higher than the non-parental or recombination of genes. Morgan and his group, they found out that when genes are grouped on the same chromosome, some genes are tightly linked or will be associated and they will show very little recombination. And when the genes will be loosely linked, they will show higher percentage of recombination. What did Morgan do basically? He hybridized the yellow-bodied and white-eyed females with brown-bodied and red-eyed males, which was a wild variety, and intercrossed their F1 progeny. After that, Alfred Sturtevant, he determined that the genes of Drosophila are arranged in a linear scale or in a linear order, and he measured the distance between the genes and he prepared the chromosome map with the position of genes on the chromosome based on the percentage of recombinant. This is also known as the genetic map. Now here you can see the linkage, which is the result of two dihybrid cross. This experiment was conducted by Morgan. You can see cross A, it shows the crossing between the gene of small y and small w, and the cross B will show the crossing between the genes of small w and small m. Here in this chart you can see that the dominant wild type alleles are represented with a positive sign in superscript. So when these parents of yellow and white wild type was crossed, what the gametes came? The gametes you can see as small y small w and small y plus small w plus. In the F1 generation, again what happened? This wild type and yellow white type were again crossed, and after that selfing was done to produce the F2 generation. Okay. So this is linkage and recombination. Next we will know about the sex determination mechanism. First you have to know what is sex determination. Basically, the finalization of sex at the time of formation of the zygote is called sex determination. Okay. Now, sex determination mechanism is characterized by male heterogamety and female heterogamety. Basically, whether the offspring will be a boy child or a girl child, that is already decided during the formation of the zygote. At the initial stage, when the sperm and the ovum meets together, that time only the sex of the newborn baby, which will be born later on, that is determined. Now first we will know the sex determination mechanism XX, XY type. This type of sex determination mechanism is basically seen in many insects and mammals, including humans. The males here have X and Y chromosome along with the autosome, and females have a pair of X chromosomes. So what will be the parents here? Capital A, which is the autosome, and capital XY. Female will be AA plus XX. The gametes are coming A plus X, A plus Y in case of male, and in case of female the gamete will be formed only as A plus X. Now the progeny, it will be bred up together. So when the progeny, final progeny arrives, it will be AA plus XX and AA plus XY. The XS will be bearing the female character and the XY will be having the male characters. This is seen in insects and mammals, including the human beings. Next we will know about the XXXO type. In which organism are these type of mechanism found? This is seen in grasshopper. The males here have only one X chromosome besides autosome, and females have a pair of X chromosome. So what will be the male having? AA plus XO, and the female will be having as AA plus XX, because you know the female only have the X chromosomes. Here you can see no Y chromosomes are found in the males. It is XO. So what are the gametes being formed are A plus X and A plus O in case of male, and in case of female A plus X. So the progeny will be found as AA plus XX and AA plus XO in case of male, and AA plus XX in case of females. Clear? The next one we will know is ZW type. In which organism these are seen? These are seen in birds, fowls and fishes. The females here will be having one Z and one W chromosome, whereas the males will be having a pair of Z chromosomes. So when we will draw the charts, how it will be? The males will be AA plus ZZ crossed with female AA plus ZW. The gametes A plus Z in case of male only one, and female will be having two types of gametes. First will be A plus Z and next will be A plus W. Right? So when it is crossed together, the males will be having AA plus ZZ and female will be having AA plus ZW. Next we will know ZO, ZZ type. These are basically seen in cockroaches. Here the females will be having only one Z chromosome besides the autosomes, and males will be having a pair of two chromosomes. So the parents will be having male AA plus ZZ and female will be having AA plus ZO. Now what will be the gametes be formed? In case of male here A plus Z, only one gamete, and in case of female A plus Z and A plus O, two types of gametes will be formed. When these are crossed together, A plus ZZ will be having the male progeny, and when A plus Z and A plus O is crossed, AA plus ZO female progeny will be formed. You will practice this in your copy. Next we will know about mutation. What is mutation? The sudden, stable, inheritable change in the genetic material of an organism is known as mutation. The organism which undergoes mutation is known as mutant. And what is mutagen? The agent of mutation is called mutagen. Example of mutagen is ultraviolet radiations. What is muton? The unit of mutation is called muton. And what is point mutation? When mutation takes place due to single base pair change in DNA sequence. It is known as point mutation. Okay, so you have known here about what is mutation, what is mutant, what is mutagen, what is muton, what is point mutation. Okay, and when the mutation takes place due to change in a single base pair of DNA, that is known as gene mutation, or what I said as point mutation. Both are same. Example, sickle cell anemia. What is frame shift mutation? The deletion or insertion of base pair of DNA is called frame shift mutation. Okay, so you have learned so many terms in this point of mutation. Next we will know pedigree analysis. What is this basically? It is the study of inheritance of genetic traits in several generations of a human family in the form of a family tree diagram. It's called pedigree analysis. I think you have a very clear knowledge about family tree diagram. Like if you are starting from you, your parents, their parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents. So when it is shown in a tabulated form, it will be a family tree diagram. So this is also like that, similar to that. The study of inheritance of genetic traits in several generations of a human family in the form of a family tree diagram is called pedigree analysis. Now, what is the advantage of pedigree analysis? Basically, pedigree analysis is very helpful in genetic counseling to avoid disorders. And it also shows the origin of a trait and flow of a trait in a family. And it is very important to know the possibility of expressive recessive allele that can cause genetic disorders in a family, like it can be color blindness, it can be hemophilia. And this pedigree analysis, it also predicts the harmful effect of marriage between close relatives, and it is also extensively used in medical research. You can see in the chart the male, female, and so many you can see boxes are made. So how are these? It is written at the side. What does it signify? Square box, it signifies male. Circular one, a round one, circular, it shows female. Then you can see a diamond structure. Sex is not specified in this case, and these are, you can see the remaining portion, it is written. This is the codes which is used to make a chart of pedigree. Next we will know about genetic disorders. Genetic disorders basically are grouped into two categories. One is the Mendelian disorder, next is the chromosomal disorder. Mendelian disorders, you can give some examples, then it will be very easy later on for you to understand, like color blindness, those who cannot distinguish between the colors, the hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, cystic fibrosis, phenylketonuria, thalassemia. These are the Mendelian disorders. And chromosomal disorders are the Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome. This we will discuss in details now. Now, you have to know what is the Mendelian disorder. Why is Mendelian disorder caused? Why is Mendelian disorder caused? It is caused basically due to alteration or mutation in single gene. And these Mendelian disorders, they follow Mendel's principles of inheritance. And the dominant or recessive pedigree analysis and the traits may be linked to sex chromosomes, or it can be transmitted from carrier female to male progeny. So these few characteristics are there of Mendelian disorder. Now we will discuss about the diseases in detail. First disorder, basically not diseases, these are the disorders. First disorder is the hemophilia. Hemophilia is a sex-linked recessive disorder. Mendelian disorder. What happens here? A patient who is having the hemophilia disorder will continue to bleed even with minor cut. Why? Because he will have a defect in coagulation of blood. The gene for formation of this disorder of hemophilia is located on the X chromosome, and more males will suffer from hemophilia than the females. Why? Because in male single X gene is there for the defect is able to express in male because of the presence of only one X chromosome. Males are having XY, so one X chromosome is found. So more males will suffer than females because the defect is able to express in males because males are having only one X chromosome. And the defective allele will produce the non-functional protein, which latter will form a non-functional cascade of protein which will be involved in the clotting of blood. And females will suffer from this disease only when they will be homozygous. Otherwise, females don't have the chance of suffering from this disease. Who was the first carrier? It is believed that Queen Victoria was a carrier of this disease and she produced the hemophilic offsprings, and from there the disorder of hemophilia has started. So you can see here a father who is hemophilic XY and a mother who is unaffected by hemophilia. So when these are crossed, when the sperm of a hemophilic father will merge up with the ovum of a non-hemophilic mother, no sons will have hemophilia in that case, and all daughters will be the carriers of hemophilia. Understood? Next we will know about sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is an autosome linked recessive trait, and this disease is controlled by a single pair of allele known as HBA and HBS. Only the homozygous individuals will show the diseased phenotype, and the heterozygous individuals will only be the carriers. Due to point mutation, I told you what is point mutation. Due to point mutation, the glutamic acid will be replaced by valine at the 6th position of the beta globin chain of hemoglobin molecule. And hemoglobin S will behave as normal hemoglobin except under oxygen stress, where erythrocytes will lose their circular shape and become sickle shaped. As a result, the cells cannot pass through the narrow blood capillaries, and blood capillaries will be clogged, and so the blood supply to different organs will be affected. As a result, you can see the picture, normal blood cells and sickle cell anemic blood cells. It will be enlarged. It will be an anemic. The shape will be like sickle. Next is phenylketonuria. This is an inborn error of metabolism and is inherited as autosomal recessive trait. The affected individuals who will be having phenylketonuria will lack an enzyme. What is the name of that enzyme? Phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme, which converts the amino acid phenylalanine to tyrosine in the liver. Phenylalanine basically is accumulated and it gets converted into phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives and will affect the brain. As a result, mental disorder will take place. Clear? You can see the phenylketonuria. This you don't need basically, this chart is only for making you understand. Next we will discuss about color blindness. Color blindness, I think you are acquainted with this term. This is also a Mendelian disorder and is a sex-linked recessive disorder. It will result in defect in either red or green cone of the eye and will result in the failure to discriminate between red and green color. The gene for the color blindness is present on the X chromosome and it is observed more in males because of the presence of only one X chromosome as compared to two X chromosome in female. So the males will be affected more by the disorder of color blindness. Next is thalassemia. It is also an autosome linked recessive disorder. Why it occurs? It occurs due to either mutation or deletion resulting in reduced rate of synthesis of one of globin chains of hemoglobin. The main characteristic of this disease is anemia. Thalassemia is classified into two types. One is alpha thalassemia, another is the beta thalassemia. In alpha thalassemia, the production of alpha globin chain is affected and it is controlled by the closely linked genes HBA1 and HBA2 on chromosome 16. And why it occurs? Due to mutation or deletion of one or more of the four genes. Another is the beta thalassemia. Production of beta globin chain is affected to those who are having this disorder, and it is occurring due to the mutation of one or both HBB genes situated on chromosome number 11. Okay, so these 5 disorders from this Mendelian disorder you have to know. One is hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, phenylketonuria, color blindness, thalassemia. Okay, now we will discuss about the chromosomal disorders. Chromosomal disorders, why these are caused? Due to excess, absence or abnormal arrangement of one or more chromosomes. Sometimes the chromatids fail to segregate due to cell division, and as a result a gain or loss of a chromosome takes place. This is known as aneuploidy. Okay, so why these are caused, I think it is clear to you. So the first one in chromosomal disorder is the Down syndrome. What is the cause and what are the symptoms? These 2 points you have to know from each type of disorder. First is cause. We will know what is the cause of Down syndrome. An additional copy of chromosome number 21 or trisomy of chromosome 21 takes place. What are the symptoms of Down syndrome? How you can understand that this person is suffering from Down syndrome? That person will be short statured with small round head. Partially open mouth can be found and protruding furrowed tongue can also be seen. Their palm will be broad with characteristic palm crease, and slow mental development will be taking place to those children who are suffering from Down syndrome. Clear? Next, Klinefelter syndrome. What is the cause? Presence of an additional copy of X chromosome which result in karyotype of 45 plus XXY. This is basically the cause. What are the symptoms? The sex of the individual is masculine, but they will possess feminine characters. Development of the breast may take place in males, that is known as gynecomastia. In males, poor beard growth can be found, and often these males will be sterile, and feminine pitched voice can be found in those person who is having 45 plus XXY, an additional copy of X chromosome, that is the Klinefelter syndrome. Next, Turner's syndrome. What is the cause? Absence of one of the X chromosome in those individuals. And what will be the karyotype? It will be 45 plus XO. What are the symptoms? Sterile females. The females will not be able to reproduce, and rudimentary ovaries will be found. Their thorax will be shield shaped. Their neck will be waved. Poor development of the breast in females will take place, and they will be having very short stature, small uterus, and puffy finger. Okay, this is Turner syndrome. So in chromosomal disorder, you have to know Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome. Okay, so you have to find out the difference between the Turner syndrome and Klinefelter syndrome. 45 plus XO in Turner syndrome and 47 plus XXY in case of 47, not plus, 47, that is 45, 46 plus 1. You can see 1x extra given here, or 1y. So this is the Klinefelter syndrome. It will be 45 plus XXY. Okay, so this is all about the chapter of principles of inheritance and variation. Read thoroughly. Thank you. Till this much today.